Hey, what's up, Facebook? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great Friday. TGIF, by the way. Listen, I posted a question earlier, and I'm going to get right to it. It was, if you could get any one question answered about weight loss, what would that question be? So I tallied up some of the questions, and I'm going to go through those and answer those live to you right now. In fact, there's a couple coming in last minute, so I want to make sure that I have those all on here. We'll just get started. And first off, why am I telling you that I'm going to give you the answer and I'm an expert? Well, I am an expert at it. I've been doing this for 20, I wasn't always an expert at it, but I would say, first off, what constitutes being an expert? And if you to think of that in terms of anything, right? If you want to be a professional athlete and you be like an expert level athlete, it takes a 10,000 hour rule. So let's just go ahead and say that when it comes to really being an expert at anything, it takes having experience, having knowledge, understanding it, and actually living it out. And I would say is in the past 25 years, while I was definitely not the expert in the beginning, I have well over 10,000 hours of training and helping people with weight loss and continuing education. Definitely language was probably not my first, but I want to go and just let you know that yes, I am an expert. Yes, I can answer those weight loss questions. No, I will say this, and I say this all the time, I don't have all the answers. And I'll be the first to claim that I don't have all the answers, but I have a lot of them. So I'm going to share what those answers, it looked, everything here that I saw was pretty straightforward. And if there's one in here, I went through all of them, but just to share with you about the questions you have and to give the answers that I know to the best of my ability. And if I have one on here that I can't tell you, I'll let you know that as well. So first off, it looked like there's maybe 6 or 8 of them. The first one from Tina, she said, it seems harder after 40 to keep it off from around my belly. Is it strictly diet or do I need more exercise? Well, great question, by the way. First off, thank you, Tina, for asking that. And I would say, yes, it is harder. Our bodies change, our hormones change, our metabolisms change, right? That's, I think, not a shock or a surprise. Our lifestyles change. We maybe are less active than we were back when we were in our 20s. Regarding if it being strictly diet or needing more exercise, typically the easy thing most people try to go towards is more exercise. I say the easy thing because it's easy just to do a little bit more exercise than to have to back off on maybe more food. And when it definitely comes to as far as around the belly, or really anywhere for that matter, it's definitely a more nutritional intake rather than how much you're burning off. With that said, exercise is important and one of the 2 key things. Of course, diet being primary. So, is it strictly diet or needing more exercise? Chances are you probably don't need more exercise. Chances are you need to be more dialed into your nutrition, what your body's requirements are based on your activity level, where you're at in your health, where you're at with your hormones, where you're at in your body and your lifestyle, those types of things. Needing more exercise? No, because my clients are getting phenomenal. My coaching clients in my premium coaching program are getting phenomenal results. Some of them are working out 20 minutes 4 times a week, honestly, max. They're not doing loads of cardio, don't need more cardio. So that's to that answer. Next, how do you maintain after weight loss is achieved? Another great question. Amanda posted this question. Hey, by the way, I'm going to say hello. What's up, Mr. Cassidy, Sandra, Christy, and is that a different Sandra? Nope. Hey, what's up, Maria? Appreciate you for being on here. Thank you. I'll try to stay on here. So I want to try to get to this. And man, by the way, I need some advice on mosquitoes because we got mosquitoes. They are full force. And I tried last year the spray companies. It didn't work. So I'm going to have to try something else because I see they're literally, you might even see one floating by here. All right, next one. Amanda asked, how to maintain after weight loss is achieved? How much exercise per week? And when you can cheat on a meal or have a sweet? Well, you asked 3 or 4 questions there. I'm only going to answer one because there's other ones and I want to make sure. But just in a nutshell, how to maintain after weight loss is achieved. You don't maintain. Get the mindset of maintaining. I have never, and you can ask anybody that's in a really good pursuit of their health. It isn't you got to get out of the mindset of maintenance. There's no maintenance. There's no I'm going to lose 40 pounds and then just maintain it off. It's not about maintenance. And it's not to get after you, Amanda. It's actually a question I hear all the time. I just want to maintain. You can't. The problem is the only way you can maintain is, let's just say I'm 47. If I stayed 47, does that make sense? If I stayed 47, I could maintain for a 47-year-old. The problem is life doesn't maintain. You continue to get older. Your body's needs continue to change. You have to adapt. You have to progress. the key phrase for this, without even going into the exercise, how much, and cheat meal, those are all customized to each person's needs and goals and how you're built. But essentially, the biggest thing I can say, how to maintain, is just to actually get the word maintain out of your system right off the bat. Progress. I want to get better at 48 than I am at 47. I want to get better at 49 than I am at 48. How do you get better? You don't maintain, you progress. Hope that helps. Avoid complex carbs. I don't know if that was a question because there's an exclamation point. Carbs are not the enemy. I'm sorry, but carbs are not the enemy. I am not going to remove pizza out of my life. You can, it's your choice. I'm not. Is it going to make me any less healthy? Nope. If I ate pizza every day on that respect, of course, probably I wouldn't be able to maintain the level of health that I'm at now if I ate pizza every day. It's kind of a no-brainer. Does that make sense? Hey, what's up, Vinny? Appreciate you, Amanda. Appreciate you, Katie. Appreciate you for being on here. Hey, it's Friday, TGIF. Hey, listen, I know there's all kinds of stuff that could be occupying your space and your world and your mind, but why not talk about weight loss? Because I'll tell you what, besides all the stuff going on in the world, a lot of people are thinking about, how can I get this weight off? How can I keep it off? Do I need to maintain? Do I have to avoid carbs? All right, Chloe has the next question. How to keep the belly lean? Is it more exercise or more diet? And how often can you cheat with a little something you're craving and not worry about losing all your hard weight? Great question. Well, I think I already answered the first one as far as keeping the belly lean, is to not just work hard at getting it lean. In fact, it's okay to set the goal. So say you look at the lines on the shingles here. So say your goal is up here to get, say, the weight off the belly. You get the weight off the belly and then you go from there and it's like, boom, that's it. And then the next thing you know is you're there. And then what do? Well, you can't maintain. You got to continue to progress. You got to continue to look at how much you're taking in, how much you're burning off, what kind of exercise you're doing. And those are all really, really important. Honestly, enjoy. A cheat is not a weekend or a week's worth of cheat food. If you cheat, don't even call it a cheat. Just call it an indulgence. Just indulge a little bit every once in a while. There's good food out there. Pizza, wine, cake, cheesecake, cookies, whatever. It's just if you make the indulgence a regular occurrence, then you're going to get yourself in trouble. Again, that is a no-brainer, but it is a lot harder when you get that craving and then you get the sweets, or you have that glass and you have another glass the next night and you have another glass the next night. Next thing you know is all your hard work that you've done all the rest of the day is ruined because you just added in 2 or 3 glasses of wine every night. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Any other questions? That was for me. All right, I agree with Chloe. Yes, same kind of question. Where does it go when you lose it? Where does it go? I don't know if you've seen the sweat dripping off, but I tell you, for me, when I work out and when I eat healthy, it goes a couple different places. You burn it off, you sweat it off, it goes out of your system, it goes out of your system the other direction as well. It goes off of your body. Hopefully it goes to a deep, dark space, way down deep, and never comes back from the depths of hell, right? Leave the depths of hell, all that extra weight and fat down in the depths of hell. Leave it there for good, cover it, seal it, put a lock on it, throw it away, so forth and so on. All right, so good. Next one, Christy. Strength training for women in their 50s, upper body mainly. I'm not sure what the question is as far as strength training for women. I'm assuming, your secondary. Preventative bone muscle loss is a main concern. My age and the tummy, of course. Yes, I think we already talked about the tummy. Hey, what's going on, Carla and Michael? Appreciate you. Yes, appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on here. So we already went through some of those other things. I think there's a lot of similar questions. If you haven't gone back, you can go back. I will repost this. Again, there's no secret. I'm just sharing with you. And so far, there's nothing that I haven't been able to answer. Again, if I don't have the answer, I'm going to be able to either point you in the right direction from the expert. But for now, I'm the expert. I'm going to answer these questions. If I don't have the answer, I'll let you know. But as far as here, strength training for women at 50s, very important. Look, with women in their 50s and men too, but typically you see it more prevalent, is bone and muscle loss. Yes, what we call osteoporosis or osteopenia, where the bone is starting to wear away. Like if you think of cheese and you think of like Swiss cheese and having holes in the Swiss cheese, like I'm a cheese guy, right? So sorry, I'm using that as an analogy. So Swiss cheese and seeing the holes, that's what happens to the bone over time. How you can combat that is not just taking supplements. Unfortunately, you can't just take supplements and think that your bone's going to stick around. Yes, taking all those supplements for bone density, and you have the screening and your doctor tells you should go on this and that and do this. You got to also add in weight-bearing exercises. Weight-bearing exercise is going to produce force into those bones, and they're going to produce the body's ability to keep the body, preserve it longer, to keep you stronger longer. And of course, you want to keep your muscles strong, because how do your bones function? Your bones don't function by themselves. They function by using your muscles. So if you're weak and your muscles go away because you haven't done anything, then that's terrible as well, as far as if you want to prevent and maintain muscle and prevent bone from dwindling away or wearing away quicker. Of course, you can do the other thing is go really hard on your body your whole life, and your body and your joints are going to wear out. You're going to need hip replacements and knee replacements and shoulder replacements. And again, you can go down that direction as well. So strength training is very, very important, way more than cardio. Let's just clear the air. I don't know if you've heard it from me. I'm probably the 1 millionth trainer that said, you don't need more cardio. You don't need more cardio. Can I just tell you, you don't need more cardio. You need to do more strength training. You need to do more resistive training. Resistance is the key. If you look at some of the best bodies in the world, the best physically, besides what God's gifted them as, the best physiques in the world come from strength training. Strength training, not look at the two things you can easily do, and I share this all the time. You look at a runner's body, like a marathon runner's body, and you look at a sprinter's body, somebody who's quick, fast, strong, quick. Look at their body, look at the difference. Which body do you want? Do you want and I say like the hardcore marathon runner's body, that's just kind of like they do the same thing over and over, lots of cardio. They're able to do running great, but their muscles aren't all that great. Again, I know that's changing a little bit, but that gives you kind of a good picture. All right, let's move on. Pat here. What is best to reduce belly fat for a senior? There's a lot of belly fat. And here's the one thing I think I want to touch base on with regards to belly fat. The biggest thing that I see, the biggest myth that's there, and it's still there despite thousands and thousands of trainers talking about this, you can't spot reduce. Spot reduce, meaning you can't do 1 billion sit-ups and expect your stomach to get flat. That's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. You have to burn the fat off, and you could do short-term, high-intense interval types of training to burn fat off. It doesn't mean if you do short bursts of fat burning and you do it just for the stomach, it's only going to burn your stomach off. It's not how the body works. Your body works as a system. This is a system right here. Does that make sense? So anyway, reducing body fat for a senior. So for a senior, if you're struggling with body fat, I would say strength train. Yes, that is going to be absolutely the key. Does it mean you have to hit the weights and go to the gym and go hardcore and throw weights over your head? No, you don't have to do that. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing to do. I'm just saying you don't need to do that. You can go home. You could do my 21-day challenge. It's a free challenge, 21 days of workouts. I know, but for a fact, some of you are going through it like, holy crap, I can't get through this workout. Yes, I know that. That's the case. It's not necessarily going to be a perfect fit for everybody. If that were the case, I wouldn't have had a training business and a coaching business for the past 25 years, because you still need something more customized, designed for you. So really the best to reduce is first to know where your weak links are. If you're just not doing any strength training, I would recommend, Pat, that you start doing some strength training. If you have no idea, like, okay, Mark, you're telling me what to do, but I have no idea to do it. Well, maybe you didn't need to invest in yourself and actually invest in a qualified coach, an expert, maybe somebody that's an expert in fitness, maybe somebody that has 10,000 hours instead of going off of that. So with that said, that's the last question there. Other than that, I think that's all there is. No other questions? Yes, I think that's it. Well, that's all I got. Happy Friday, TGIF. Take care and have a very blessed weekend. We'll see you.